now I am with all the social media platforms that I have, I'm starting to promote it as Becca Victoria because it resonates. It's huge for me.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, and but I do have a lot of questions for you related to tarot, astrology, and you said to embody any shift or what's the word I'm looking for? Any shift in our lives. You mentioned, that's one of the ways or few of the ways to embody shift. So can you expand on that, please?
Yeah, and it fits right into what we're saying here with identity and with your name. And so when you have an astrology chart done and you use your birth name and your birth date and stuff like that, right? It's going to give you your soul from the soul essence of what it's all about because of the time of birth and the name and the whole enchilada. And so that is going to give you a guidance through the frequencies that come through the elements of nature and especially the galaxy because everything is a frequency and it's always around us. So your name is a frequency and that's relevant again when you move into numerology. So if you use your birth name and do that numerology chart, it's going to give you the reading from that soul essence of your birth time because it also connects with your birthday. So all of that is what started you when you initially stepped into this piece of equipment, right? And that's why it's critical to understand what your identity is. So, Becca, you changing and going to Victoria because it represented the victories that you conquered. That is so powerful. So when you do a chart with that, because that's a chosen name, which is part of your journey for being here, it's going to give you a starting point with astrology and numerology that'll take you into different spaces. You can't change the day you were born and the month you were born in. I mean, you can, but but again, it's that date and time and year is also representative in the tarot and how it impacts you, but it also impacts your numerology and your astrology. So the three of them coming together gives you a different version of that identity of who you are. And so I do a reading with a deck that I was given here that actually takes the intention. So again, everything is intention. What is your intention? And yesterday, the intention that Jonah and I had was to follow what Spirit was telling us, get together, get together, get together, right? And we made it happen. So when you're doing that with an intention as to where do you see your journey going? If you're having a struggle in a relationship or a struggle in business or just like fish out of water, I'm not sure what direction to go, where I'm going. And you do a reading incorporating these three, you don't need to have a chart on each one of those because that's going to come out in your intention. And then the cards are laid in an order in which you put them. And then you do the reading by flipping the cards over, and it gives you the intention of what house it was in or what astrology month that it's on, that type of thing. So it really gives you a guidance, it gives you confidence, it gives you food for thought. It might even say, whoa, you better step back. There may be a detour here. Are you sure you're on the right road? Stop and see what your choices are and really seek it out or what threw you off